Y'all gotta start getting more creative with your pre-edit plays. There's a lot better options than just running in with a pre-edited wall. It can work, sure, but if they're ready for it, you'll just get double pumped and die. It kind of relies on the other team not having their gun out. But there are plenty of other ways to accomplish the same thing more effectively and without putting yourself or your teammates in any danger. For example, if you box up 2 layers below someone in in-game, they're probably not too worried about you. But from here, you can take every wall in their tarp and every cone. Just have your teammate shoot at them while you claim everything from below. You can take the first wall that they try to hold, then when they try to block with stairs, you can take that too. Then if they back up to their second box, you can take that wall from below just as easily. Or if you're boxed up 2 layers above someone, you can pre-edit your floor to take both the floor and cone above the opponent while your teammate sprays them. But in order to do stuff like this in real games, you have to understand how it works and the building grid in general. My last video goes in depth about it, but basically if you try to place a build somewhere that it can't connect to, Fortnite will automatically try to move the build up or down 1 tile to make it connect. This allows you to build from further away than you normally would be able to. We're using that here to be able to take their walls from 2 layers above or below instead of the normal 1 layer where it's pretty obvious you might try something. But the whole goal of forcing fights in this way is typically to end fights as quickly as possible. People don't do these pre-edit plays because they're the safe option. It's usually used in games where there's a lot going on and opponents might be distracted. There's probably a lot of third parties around and a lot of other variables. So this strategy might work when the opponent isn't ready for it, but if they're expecting it, it's essentially a 2v1 aim duel since one of you will be holding out builds. But when using the magnets mechanic to make pre-edit plays, it takes away virtually all the risk. The person shooting is further away so they can't get insta-killed with a double pump, and the person building isn't even visible to the team you're fighting. And that's if they even know what's going on in the first place. So here's how you do it. You'll want to do it to a team you're 2 layers below, and ideally to the side of. You can do it if you're directly below them as well, but it's a lot better if you're 1 to the side. Once you're here, you want to look up as if you are placing a wall below the wall you're trying to take. If this wall is pre-edited so it doesn't connect with the tile above it, it'll automatically be moved up to that tile. And if you wanted to not place this extra wall next to your box as well, you can make a pre-edit that doesn't connect on top or the side. But obviously their box isn't going to be open like that. They'll have a wall there, so do the same thing, but now as soon as your teammate shoots the wall, it'll be wide open. Then they'll probably edit up their cone and try to hold a stair. That's when you swap to your cone and take that as well. When they back them into their other boxes, you can take that wall as well, still from inside your same box. Just keep in mind that you have to look really far up to get that second wall. This entire time your teammate's job is just to spray them, ideally knocking at least one of them by this point. If not, no harm done. It only costs you 3 builds, you can try again later. But this all works because there's nothing below their box for your builds to connect to. If they're say in a 2 tall box and sitting in the top boxes, you would have to do this from above instead, like so. Again, you want to be 2 layers above their boxes and some tile to the side. It can be to the side this way, any way honestly. You just don't want to be directly on top of them. To take their floors on top, pre-edit your floor so that it doesn't connect to your own builds, then turbo build. Once your teammate breaks their tops, your pre-edited floor will automatically try to move down to replace it. As for replacing the cone, you can either just pre-edit your own cone or rotate your stair. Just make sure you orient it so that your teammate can shoot through and hit the enemy from wherever they're shooting from. But what's most important here is not for you to memorize these specific examples, it's for you to see that these opportunities present themselves all the time and for you to learn to recognize them and take advantage. You can even use them if you find yourself really low on surge. Your only option isn't to just jump in a box. You can set up around other teams and do tactics like this for at the very least some free damage, if not a kill. And for those of you wondering about your chances of getting their walls like this, turbo build tries to place every 5 milliseconds and the delay for taking a wall is 150 milliseconds. So you aren't any more or less likely to take the builds from them, it's just 50-50 like usual unless you're over 145 ping. And before you go leaving angry comments, just because someone held their wall 5 times in a row against you doesn't mean it's not 50-50. There's still like a 3% chance of that happening, and considering how often you try to take walls in Fortnite, that's not even that uncommon. It happens to me too. But anyway, the point is the next time you play, especially in stacked games, look for these pre-edit opportunities. If you still aren't 100% on how or when the magnet mechanic moves builds up or down to set these up, I highly recommend you watch my last video. It goes in depth into the entirety of how your builds are placed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Farewell.